Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious US Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Garoppolo's pass complete to number 18, Touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long
story.
night.
54
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple of years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple of years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff, and Mike Zimmer, his head coach, pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here are the Vikings. Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's gonna be a long day for you. Watch the sinky creek.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. On the carry, it's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Jim.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, Cousins. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They try again with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Bailey's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
To Marcus Goodwin. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Garoppolo, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! It's gonna be a long day, offense.
Garoppolo again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Trent Taylor taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Push him back. Push him back.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And now out comes Minnesota. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Get that quarterback, D-Ron. Get that quarterback.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Barely got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Cousins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins caught on the right side by Treadwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Pardon me he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Garoppolo now. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to work. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play?
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 5. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Right there, 54.
Now Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! I got you.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Come to my world.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.